Hey, my name is Peggy McKee. I wanted to take a few moments today to share with you some information that some sales managers gave to me through a survey about interview attire and what their expectations are. So let me just start through this and give you some of the facts that they gave me, and maybe this will help you as you move forward in the interviews that you have in the future. Okay, so we asked these sales managers currently in the sales arena the following questions, and here's what they had to say. The first question we asked was, is there a preference between a skirted suit or a pantsuit for female candidates? And most said no, but there was some that had some preference. Of the responses we received, many of the managers went on to comment. I believe that they felt that pantsuits were a little more professional because they didn't have to worry about skirt lengths. And they always felt like that the female candidate might be more comfortable in the pantsuit and actually be able to focus on the interview a little bit more than if they were in a skirt suit. We asked if it would affect their hiring decision, and they said overwhelmingly no, but there were a few that said that it would. I haven't met any of those in my recruiting, but my opinion is that if you would want to wear a pantsuit to an interview, that would not hurt you a bit. I would never counsel any of my candidates to prefer one over the other. Just professional dress, either skirt or pantsuit. And we had some other ones go on to talk a little bit more about this, and I've got these comments here for you to read. We talked about heel height or shoe style, and 58% said it did matter. I think what really matters is whether it's a workable length and whether the first impression is a stylish impression and one that communicates professionalism and those things that you want to communicate in the interview. Now, for men, a full suit versus coordinating jacket, which one's acceptable? 52% said full suit, 47% said coordinating jacket. I will tell you, though, I communicate with my male candidates that I want them to wear a full suit. Some of the comments that you have here is that the suit shows a little more respect, and the uncoordinated attire can actually show a lack of attention to detail. Now, what about current fashion trends? Looks are very important, but most of the comments communicated to me that if you were dressed professionally, it couldn't be that far out of date. Now, a tie for male candidates, 89%, almost 90% said yes, wear a tie. They talked a little bit about it being conservative and not too trendy or flashy. Portfolio or briefcase, no one ever talks about this, but I think it's important to note here that 93% of them notice what you're carrying, and they also notice your jewelry. 93% of those folks do as well. They say don't overdo it, keep it simple, and less is more. Perfume, cologne, there are a few that notice this. Male candidates' facial hair. I actually lost a candidate this year due to this. The company really liked him. They wanted to make him an offer, but they couldn't get past the facial hair. And I think that this question highlights the fact that 82% of the folks really do look at facial hair on a man. And they do want clean cut, trimmed, clean, and maintained. In the case of my particular candidate, he would have been calling on physicians, and the hiring manager said that the goatee that he didn't think communicated the professionalism that the physicians would require in order to be able to make a connection with them. So he was nixed from the set of candidates and was not considered. Short hairstyles make a female candidate seem more professional. Some say yes, some say no. Most important thing, again, clean, well-maintained neatness matters. And then we ask about candidates. What you wear, does this affect your intentions toward what salary to offer? And guess what? 46% of folks were honest and said yes, it would, and I can tell you that it would for me as well. Now, can a candidate be overdressed for an interview? Yes, they can if you're wearing like wedding garb instead of professional business. And do you ever tell candidates to wear business casual? Some of you say that you do, and I would suggest that you need to be very careful about business casual and be one step above what you think it should be. Interview faux pas. What have you experienced? We asked managers that. They talked about chewing gums, cell phones, curse words, eye contact or too much eye contact, unkept clothing. Now, will you give us a specific example of how interview attire has affected your decision on a candidate? And we had a manager talk about athletic shoes and how that cost a candidate. We talked about a trashy outfit or men in suits that are too tight. We asked about whether the interview attire expectations had changed over the last decade, and the managers sort of said no, sort of like on the style piece. They said that if you were in professional attire, that stays pretty much up to date no matter, give or take 5 to 10 years. So this is most of the information here. I hope that you enjoyed it and that it was helpful to you. I thank you for your time. I hope that this has been helpful for you, and I'll talk to you soon.